9:44. Welcome back to BT Tuesday morning. A great piece of, I'm just going to call it artwork, not just a book, but it is artwork. Vancouver actor Christopher Logan's here. You see it right behind us. Drag, dressed as girl. Fascinating concept, great photography, and this is featured in the VIP gift lounge at the Sundance Film Fest.
Yeah, we were really thrilled to be asked to be one of the VIP gifts this year, to go with all the new products that are coming out, that are going to be with all the new filmmakers, all the people that are going to make an impact in the next couple of years in film, that are debuting their stuff at Sundance.
How difficult is it to get your book, though, featured as a premier gift? Because as you say, there are some great filmmakers, some great ground roots ideas being showcased.
It's hard to get into gift bags for these kind of things, like the Toronto Film Festival and for Sundance and this kind of stuff. But to be honest, after a lot of letter writing and a lot of connections and stuff, it happened by fluke. It happened that one of the assistants happened to have the book, who was talking to one of the publicists as she was reading a letter that I had written to her, and it was just a cross connection. So it just kind of precipitated itself.
And the visuals do a phenomenal job of selling, you know, this artwork as a message and as a piece. We have, I think, about 6 photos, and guys in the control room, let's roll through this and take us through some of the images that we're seeing and the message and conversation you want stemming from this book.
Okay. This is Chad Michaels, who's like the preeminent Cher impersonator at the moment. He was also on RuPaul's Drag Race, and people will be hard-pressed to ever think that is not Cher. He is more Cher than Cher himself.
It's bang on. Right? It is bang on.
Yeah, it is completely amazing. Joey Arias is one of the legends of the New York scene. He sings live as Billie Holiday with her voice, and was part of the old group with David Bowie and the old scene in New York, in the old days of New York and Studio 54 and all that stuff, and still going strong and still doing shows. Revitalized herself by hooking up with Sherry Vine, a new drag queen, and going on tour together lately. Jimmy James as Marilyn Monroe is amazing. He sings live as Marilyn Monroe, and Jimmy also tours now as a male act. He sings dance music and tours, and you would never ever think that it's the same person if you see them side by side. The transformation is amazing. This is one of my favorite photos in the book by our photographer who also did the cover, Austin Young. This is Raja, who was on RuPaul's Drag Race, is Sultan Amril as a man, and he is one of the preeminent makeup artists. A lot of people might recognize him from photo shoots on America's Next Top Model, because he designed a lot of those. And Ray Sunshine, one of the top makeup artists in Vancouver, works at Studio FX, is one of the photos that we get asked the most about. It also, Kate McLaren, the photographer, can tell you it's one of the photos that is most likely stolen off her page and just put around the world. There's something about that shot that just speaks to people.
Well, you know, it's always great to have the opportunity to have your work showcased. One last one, take us through this one.
This one is Yara Sofia, one of the new additions to the book. She is from Puerto Rico and embraces color in such a vibrant way. This she calls her Jesus photo. And I see it if I look really hard, but I just see beautiful colors and the vibrancy of who she is. Her personality is as big as the colors. And
you mentioned so many places here. I hear New York City, I hear Puerto Rico, and of course Vancouver. How does Vancouver play, you know, within this genre? The photography, the makeup artists, the models themselves. How are we a player?
To be honest, what's great about the book like this that showcases people from all over the place is Vancouver stands up right beside everybody. We have top makeup artists like Jaylene Time and Ray Sunshine, like we mentioned. We have also Guy Lebrecq, a lot of people know. He's one of the top hairstylists in Vancouver, who's always in the Pride Parade with gigantic hair. Gigantic hair. Big hair. You can see it for 4 miles away. Yeah. It's absolutely amazing. But the photographers, the makeup artists, the drag queens, they stand up against the world. They stand up as the icons they are.
Well, I think it's something to be proud about. The message, it's a great, like you say, a coffee table book. The imagery is stunning, and hopefully a movie after all said and done?
Yeah, to be honest, this started as a fundraiser for a film, and it's grown into a book company that'll hopefully be funding future film projects, continuing to put out books that will celebrate diversity and showcase artists like this, and the money will go into a fund to help produce our films.
That's fantastic. And you have one about burlesque coming out later this year, correct?
Yeah, our next book is Burlesque, which will be out this June. We're going to go debut it at the Burlesque International Hall of Fame in Vegas, and it's got everyone from the top performers in the UK, Modesty Blaze and Catherine Delish, to Dita Von Teese, who's one of the most famous burlesque people in the world right now.
You, sir, are a busy man. Great book. Again, we'll put all of this info on our Facebook page so you can check it out as well. Thanks for sharing the photos.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, congrats again.